Hello, Dan here from TheGamersHub, bringing you a roundup of Microsoft's E3 event. Okay, now before I start, I have paper, because the roundup of however long they were going for has made me print off multiple bits of paper, which I can't memorise. So, if you see me looking down, you know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so the first thing they showed was Metal Gear Solid, a lovely third-party title to kick the event off with. Metal Gear Solid is something Phantom Pain, that's it. Yeah, so they started off with that. He was riding on a horse, sort of looked like Red Dead Redemption if you ask me. But then obviously they went into it and there was tanks and stuff, which is obviously not like it. Next, they unveiled another version of the Xbox 360. Yes, I know they've got multiple versions already, and just like the PlayStation 3 has, and so obviously they want more, and this one is in the style of the Xbox One. So it's square. People like square. Next, gold members will start to get free games, as I mentioned in a other video. I think the video before this. Basically, they're going to start off with Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed 2, games that no one has, or if they do have, get another version of them. They're going to start doing that, probably in an attempt to sort of compete along the lines of the PlayStation Plus. Now that's sort of paying for online, so is the Xbox, although the Xbox don't offer as much as the content that PlayStation Plus does, so I guess they're going to sort of try and weigh it out and make it appeal to more Xbox members. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. World of Tanks will now be brought to Xbox 360 with 15 vs 15 matches, and it will be free to gold members. So Max the Curse of the Brotherhood was then shown, which it looked like a bit of a weird game, but interesting. I haven't really seen anything like it before, probably for reasons. But yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. After, they showed the trailer for Dark Souls 2, which of course is one of the most challenging games out. I mean, I know that one's not out, but its predecessors were challenging, so obviously this one's probably going to be just as hard. I mean, I like a good challenge in a game. Apart from if the game's called PID. If it's called PID, then I do not like it, and I think it should go down. They then moved on to, of course, the Xbox One, and exclusives that will be coming to it. Firstly, they showed Rise, the Son of Rome. Rise is in, not the way you spell it, Rise is in R-I. No, I was going to go spell it the way you spell it. R-Y-S-E. Yep, pretty cool. Although actually the game does look pretty cool. You are I think called Mario or something. You're the leader and of the Roman army. You're like a general. Sort of reminded me of God of War. Although each enemy you were fighting, there was a quick time event. If you were fighting someone, there had to be a quick time event. There could not be not a quick time event. You would hit them, and just about to die, you would then have to do, pressing buttons to finish them off, etc. And I think I saw a move repeated within that small time frame. Yes, it is good, and it is cool to see the quick time events because they will do, all the funky moves. But yeah, I believe that probably gets slightly annoying. But nonetheless, it does look like a pretty cool game, and it's exclusive. Next, on to Killer Instinct, which people they're going, "Oh, Killer Instinct, amazing." I've never heard of it, but apparently people have been asking for it to be remade or whatever for a very long time, and now it's being remade, but not by Rare this time, by Double Helix, a game that makes really, really good games like Green Lantern and G.I. Joe. Yeah, I haven't played those games, but film games are usually quite good. Another exclusive was called Sunset Overdrive by Insomniac, which was a very brightly contrasted, very colourful game, cartoon styled, where you were a kid with quite long legs going around killing zombie infected things. It looked funky. Odd McLaren then had a short spot on stage where they showed their new McLaren P1. Yes, it did look impressive, but I'm not here to see cars, I'm here to see games, which of course led to Forza 5. Of course, it was like every other racing game out there, better graphics, this and that, and there was also something called Drive Time now, which is a new feature on the game, which is basically when you race when you race, I don't know, there's a part in the game where when you race, the AI drivers will no longer be AI drivers, they will in fact be your friend's drivatar, which is basically, it copies the style of how you drive, and when you're not online it then drives for you, so it does races for you in the style that you would do it when you're not there. Which obviously comes into the whole online all the time thing with the Xbox, which is how it can do it, instead of the normal AI that just follows the circuit. So that is a pretty cool feature. It's something I wouldn't have thought of, but yeah. Indie games within up next, starting with what smaller indie game than Minecraft. Now with bigger maps. Now I haven't played Minecraft on the Xbox, I played it on the PC, and the maps are endless, which must mean that it isn't endless on the 360 and isn't endless on the Xbox One. If they're going to say bigger maps, you would say endless maps. The maps don't end. But yeah, I mean, obviously that's a cool thing, they have bigger maps on Xbox One for Minecraft. It's not exactly intensive, the game. I'm pretty sure you can play it on most PCs. Quantum Break was up next, and they did show a trailer in the previous event that Xbox had done with the whole TV thing. And it was one where there was a girl, and then suddenly it goes to the ship that's crashing into a bridge, so she done that? Basically what they went to say is, you play the game, and the actions you play in the game affect this series, this TV series that is like interlinked with the game. So you affect what happens in that, and then what happens in that series or whatever affects your game. I don't know if they're two separate things, or whether it's just like cinematic version of the game. So you do make an action and then cinematic version, which is the TV series, or whether it's actually something completely different from your gameplay and linked in some way. But yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. I guess we'll have to wait for more. Another interesting exclusive was called Project Spark, which is basically extremely creative. You just have a map and you can build your own sort of mountains and bridges and town centres and whatnot, and give rocks brains, and the rock follows you, and you can give it like a different sort of brain, so it's like a fighter, or grows really big in battles, and you can do it with your friends, experience your friends' places, and they can experience yours, and you can fight, and it does look pretty cool actually. Pretty good idea. Next was about Smart Glass, where you can see live stats about your friends, and when they're progressing. So if they're playing like a mission, you can see the little bar go up. How like live. I mean, you can actually watch it. It's amazing. Yeah, and you can also arrange to play different games. So another game setting up in the background, and then you can go straight from your game and flip over to it. They're playing a single player game, and to set up a match of Killer Instinct and swap straight over immediately to that, which cut out loading time, which over a long period of time saves you a hell of a lot of time. So that's pretty good, cutting out that. They went and discussed Upload Studio, which is what you can use to edit your recordings on your Xbox for uploading to Twitch. PlayStation have Ustream, Microsoft have Twitch. My opinion, Twitch is better, but doesn't mean I would use the feature. I mean, I prefer to take it off and manually edit it and put it on YouTube, but I suppose some people are happy to do that. And I think you can also live stream as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, you can live stream, not think. So yeah, people can see you play your game. Just hope you're really good. Unlike me, I'm pretty shocking at games and wouldn't really want anyone watching me on the live stream. Next, Microsoft said they'll stop using points, which is great. I've never understood why they use points. You buy points for money, and then you spend the points on games. Why not just buy it straight off with money? So now they're doing it, which is great. It's something that hasn't made sense to me for a while, using points. So that's good. It will be your local currency in your country. Dead Rising 3 was then shown, where you're this normal guy going into the middle of the city for some reason, and if you use Smart Glass you can call in artillery strikes and probably some other features. My view of Smart Glass, I don't like it. I don't really see, if I want to play a game I just want to use the controller, nothing else. I don't want to get out a tablet or a phone or whatever. for extra, things. If they're gonna do that, just include it in. Do what the Wii U done. Have a controller with a screen in. Not just, I don't know. It annoys me. Oh, and also for gold members, if you're a gold member on a Xbox, is on the Xbox One, their ability to play online is shared with the other users on the Xbox, which seems extremely generous. I don't know if I've ever heard that right. It means you only need, if you got one Xbox in the house, then you just pay once and it gives the entire family free online. Weird. I don't know. That's what I gathered from it anyway, which is pretty generous. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt was announced. That looks pretty cool. There's a trailer of that going on. It's open world and you can use smart glass for inventory and character management. Great. I had an experience of that with the Wii U when I played on it with Zombie U, and having the inventory on a different screen is just so irritating. So irritating. You just want it once. You want it to be simple. Put it on two screens isn't simple. EA were then on stage where they had great difficulty getting the demo trailer of Battlefield 4 working. The poor guy on there must have felt extremely awkward, saying, "Oh, we'll see it later," and then he went almost to go off, and then he came back on, and it worked eventually. It goes up to 60 frames per second on the Xbox One, and they have announced DLC for it. They've announced downloadable content for a game that isn't out yet. Why not include that in the actual game then, if you've remade it? Oh, and it will be first on Xbox. But yeah, I don't understand that. Why don't announce DLC when the game's not even out? Why would you do that? Next was a trailer for Halo, where Master Chief was wearing a cloak and was in the desert. I don't know what to say other than that. Yay, another Halo game. Hopefully it'll be decent. The one before it was actually quite decent, but the one before that was not. So yeah, that remains to be seen. So that's pretty cool. After that, they went on to announce price, which the price is like $499 that is, and £429 in the UK. Titanfall. That looks like a good game. They showed a hell of a long trailer for that. It's basically like, I think it was a multiplayer online, and they were capturing the flags or points, and you can call in like this Titanfall, I think it's called, I might be wrong, a machine where you then sit inside it and go around shooting the enemy ones, and yeah, looks pretty cool. It looks futuristic as well. Well, that's it for the Microsoft Roundup. Hopefully I didn't skip over anything too important. It was extremely long, but yeah, it was good. I think it was sort of a success, but just the thing in the back of my mind is just not being able to trade and do the normal things that you can do. And always being online, even for single player, you have to connect for 24 hours. It's just those little things. Anyway, join me soon when I do a Sony E3 event roundup. Probably be out quite soon. Thank you for watching. Comment below whether you thought it was a success or what games you're waiting for, etc. And if I did miss out anything, and I'll see you soon.